Exodus chapter 34. Yahweh said to Moshe,
Chisel 2 tablets of stone, like the first, and I will write on those tablets the commandments that were on the first tablets which you broke. Be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning to Mount Sinai, and present yourself to me there, on the top of the mountain. No man shall come up with you, and no man is to be seen throughout all the mountain. Let neither flocks nor herds feed in front of that mountain.
So he cut 2 tablets of stone like the first. Then Moshe rose early in the morning, and went up Mount Sinai, as Yahweh had commanded him. And he took the 2 tablets of stone with him. Then Yahweh descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of Yahweh. Yahweh passed in front of him, and proclaimed,
Yahweh, Yahweh Almighty, merciful and compassionate, long-suffering, and abounding in righteousness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, but by no means leaving unpunished those who are guilty, who visits the sin of the fathers upon the children and the children's children to the 3rd and 4th generation.
So Moshe made haste, and bowed his head toward the earth, and worshipped. Then he said,
If now I have found honor in your sight, O Yahweh, let my heavenly Father go with us, I pray. Although this is a stiff-necked people, forgive our iniquity and our sin, and take us as your inheritance.
And he said,
I am making a covenant with you. In front of all your people, I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of Yahweh, for it is an awesome thing that I will do with you. Observe what I command you this day. I am driving out from in front of you the Amorite, the Canaanite, the Hittite, the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Be careful that you make no treaties with the inhabitants of the land where you are going, or they will be a snare in your midst. But you shall destroy their altars, break their sacred pillars, and cut down their sacred poles, Asherah poles. You shall worship no hinder gods, Elohim, at all, for Yahweh, who is jealous of his children, is a jealous father, who is provoked by any gods, Elohim. Be careful to make no treaty with those who live in the land, for when they prostitute themselves to their gods, Elohim, and sacrifice to them, they will invite you, and you will eat their sacrifices. And when you take of their daughters for your sons, and their daughters prostitute themselves to their gods, Elohim, your sons will prostitute themselves with them. You shall make no molded gods, Elohim or Teraphim, for yourselves. The feast of unleavened bread you shall keep. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, in the time appointed of the moon Abib, green ears of barley. For in the moon of green ears of barley you came out from Egypt. The first offspring of every womb belongs to me, including the firstborn males of your livestock, whether from herd or flock. But the firstling of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. If you will not redeem him, then you shall break his neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem, and none shall appear in front of me empty-handed. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day you shall rest. In plowing time and in harvest you shall rest. You shall observe the Feast of Weeks with the first fruits of the wheat harvest, and the Feast of Ingathering during the feast circuit, Tekufah, at the end of the sacred year of Yahweh in the fall. 3 times in the year all your men shall appear in front of Yahweh, the heavenly Father of Israel. And I will drive out the nations in front of you, and enlarge your borders. No man will covet your land when you go up to appear before Yahweh your Father 3 times in the year. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, nor shall the sacrifice of the Passover feast be left until morning. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring to the house of Yahweh, to your father. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk.
Then Yahweh said to Moshe,
Write these words, for in accordance with these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel.
So Moshe was there with Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water. And Yahweh wrote on the tablets the word of the covenant, the 10 commandments. When Moshe came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hand, Moshe did not know the skin of his face shone, because he had spoken to Yahweh. When Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moshe, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come near him. Then Moshe called to them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned to him, and Moshe talked with them. Afterward, all the children of Israel came near, and he gave them, as a law, all that Yahweh had spoken with him on Mount Sinai. When Moshe had finished speaking with them, he put a veil over his face. But whenever Moshe went in before Yahweh to speak with him, he removed the veil until he came out. And when he came out to tell the children of Israel what Yahweh had commanded, they saw his face shining. Then Moshe would put the veil back over his face until he went in to speak with Yahweh.